Welcome back to AI Reality Bytes, our brand new series all about AI in corporate America and beyond. We do a deep dive typically into procurement and supply chain because that's where I grew up, but a lot of these concepts really apply well beyond procurement and supply chain. So today we are going to be talking about my top 5 predictions for 2026 in this space. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, prediction number 1 is the laggards and the leaders will be clearly defined by the end of 2026. And we're already starting to see that here in Q4 of 2025, who is really starting to accelerate their investments, their implementations, and finding success within AI, generally speaking, within their organizations. And those leaders, I think, are going to be tech companies. We're already seeing it. Tech companies are leading the way in this space. They're using AI already for their businesses and they're applying it to their operations too. So we will continue to see that. But I think that we're going to see in procurement in general, those solo practitioners, the people that have 1 to maybe 3 people in their team, they're looking for solutions that are inexpensive and they're very innovative. I think we're going to see them lead the pack within procurement because they are resource constrained and they're finding a way forward. And those are going to be the people who are moving the quickest in this space are those solo and what I consider scrappy procurement people who are leading the charge. Now, another area that I think just in general within the industry are going to be our low margin businesses who are looking to further optimize their margins. But with a caveat, I think those low margin businesses who are not complex and who have a solid and strong IT architecture that's not overly complicated, I think they're going to be able to move generally faster than a lot of us because they're motivated to make a little bit more margin in their businesses. Now, the laggards, I think, are going to become very, very clear here, probably within the first half of next year. And I believe they're going to be highly regulated industries because we're already hearing a lot from people, oh, hey, I can't do AI because we're highly regulated and there's some fears around it. All very well, but I think it's going to slow the progress in those highly regulated industries. I think your large, multinational, highly complex, multiple ERP worlds are also going to be slower on the uptake. It's just the complexity. Those businesses don't move and transition very quickly traditionally. I think it's going to work the same in AI. It's just going to take them a little bit longer because of their complexity. I also see government entities moving slower and higher education, mostly because of the lack of competitive threat in the marketplace for those particular industries. Now, higher ed, if you are a privately held higher ed, that might be a little bit of a different story, but definitely publicly held, I think it's going to move a little bit more slowly. But hey, it's up to you all to prove me wrong. I would love to be wrong in that space, but I think that's how it's going to play out in 2026. Now, a couple of other things. I'm going to go through the rest of my 4 predictions at a little bit of a higher level. You can get the details in all of this in our upcoming newsletter on this very topic. So there will be a link below to sign up for it. So there's going to be, my prediction number 2, there's going to be a huge revolution in training. I think there's going to actually be investment in training next year, but it's not going to be in your traditional technical skill sets like negotiations or even category management. It is going to be more soft skills and how to manage AI teams more effectively. So more to come on that front. Again, we'll go into more detail in the newsletter, but it is going to be a massive shift in where those dollars are spent for training. Number 3, data is going to have its great reckoning. We are going to find out once and for all. We've talked about bad data all the time. We've done a little bit to fix it, but we're going to truly understand how bad our data is and where we need to fix it and how it can hinder us from being successful in AI deployments. The great data reckoning is going to be 2026. So if you're not working on your data yet, I would probably suggest that you should. Number 4, more and more procurement is going to be pushed into the business within guardrails. So with these new technologies coming online, as they are going to be deployed, hopefully in a rapid pace next year, more and more of the traditional procurement activities are going to be pushed to the business, but it's going to be super simple, super easy to use, and within guardrails that procurement sets. So look out for that major shift in how we do business in 2026. And then the last one is the great consolidation. I think there is going to be a pretty large shakeup in procure-tech and in the services associated with that. In 2026, you're going to see consolidation. You're unfortunately going to see some businesses be no longer viable in 2026. You're seeing it already in the marketplace today, but there is going to be definite winners in this space and a whole bunch of consolidation and or businesses that are just not going to make it. And I think in the long run, that is okay, but it is going to be a tough year in the market. Okay, those are my 5 predictions for 2026. You can get more detail in our newsletter, which is linked below. I hope you enjoy this little preview of what's to come in next year.